call XRP the banker coin, then Bitcoin's the drug dealer coin, right? Because, I mean, you know, there's no difference, right? Banks use some banks use XRP. I would actually probably hazard a guess that there's, as a percentage of total supply, more Bitcoin is held by banks than XRP is held by banks at this exact moment in time, right? So, you know,
I don't know how to weight it right now, but yeah, I trust your word.
Exactly, it's a gut feeling. I wouldn't know how to. It'd be very difficult to quantify. But you know, you see the Bitcoin community jump up and down every time, you know, Saylor buys some more Bitcoin, or another ETF comes out, or another bank buys into Bitcoin. Yet for some reason they deem XRP as the banker coin, right? So there's some stereotype. There's a lot of, I think, double standards being applied there. There's a lot of people that think that XRP is centralized, or the XRP ledger is centralized. That's simply not true. There's no central authority. Ripple own and operate about 5% of the nodes on the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger is not proof of stake. So the amount of XRP, so whilst Ripple do hold a large amount of XRP, that doesn't give them any power on the XRP ledger. In fact, if the community decided to, the community could actually vote an amendment on the XRP ledger that would effectively burn Ripple's XRP, right? So the community could decide to effectively, you know,
why haven't they done it? I'm just
because they don't think that's a value, right? They think that it's probably better that Ripple has the XRP because they are a good custodian of it, and they have been doing, you know, good work with XRP. Now, Stellar went through a similar thing, and Stellar burned 50% of their supply, and it hasn't really helped Stellar, right? If you're in it for the price and you think that it's going to increase the price, well, it hasn't increased the price of Stellar, right? So why would you do the same thing with XRP?
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that intro clip, well, it's one of my favorites. Matt Hamilton, of course, an OG in the XRP community, worked for Ripple for a bit of time, but still today he is fighting the FUD, and in my opinion, he is the best at it. So in this video, I want to share with you, if you own XRP, that you really understand how the new user of the digital asset is using this to solve a real problem. I think the details were missed. I'm also going to share with you some facts. The facts that BlackRock is probably going to have an enormous impact on price. And this is with their new decision to bring their clients into the space with the help of CoinDesk. But just on a little side note, I want to mention that the Modern Investor, a fellow YouTuber, who used to talk all the time about XRP back in 2018, 2019, but he pretty much dropped any updates over the past 2 years. I think he just lost the faith and, well, maybe just lost his foresight, quite frankly. But he's changing his narrative. Today he had a video that talked about XRP and talked in a way that was, wow, shockingly positive. To understand this use case of XRP, this is not necessarily a bridge asset use case for remittances. And we need to focus on the Liquidity Hub. This is a new job posting which can be filled by a person in San Francisco or Toronto, Canada, in their new office space for Ripple. They wish to fill the principal product manager for the Liquidity Hub. Now, this is not a retail-facing offering. This is part of their strategy for crypto trading services and crypto liquidity for the enterprise customer. So understanding the Liquidity Hub is a cross-functional initiative. We look at this new partner, FomoPay. They're in Singapore, and they're using Ripple to help them with crypto-enabled treasury management. So what exactly does this mean? It's all about their internal business cash flows. Before using XRP, treasury managers were paid to keep the cash flow as tight as possible. FomoPay was sending euro and US dollars to rebalance the destination accounts with an amount that they would estimate they would need. But you can imagine the 2 days that it would take to reach that destination and settle was slowing them down. And that slowing down process is friction. And it also costs money to manage that friction. So you can see that an estimated $3.5 billion is spent annually to address the issues associated with just treasury and liquidity. So this is a use case that is just expanding the utility of the digital asset XRP. And no doubt the Liquidity Hub is going to assist the clients in managing that short-term tight cash flow. And before we move along to the BlackRock story, I want to tell you to mark your calendar for the summit that's going to take place in Edinburgh, Scotland. This is the 15th of September. And I'm very interested in this because Cindy Young is going to be one of the speakers. She is the managing director in Europe for Ripple. And I'm very interested in what she has to say because she's got a lot going on in regards to on-demand liquidity in her managed area. Before I play this clip for you, which is of Cathie Wood, she is with ARK Investment, and I just want you to listen to carefully what she says. It's not that I'm a big fangirl of Cathie Wood or not a fangirl of BlackRock either, but you have to know I love tech, and I also love the potential price, the upside, the opportunity in this space. And if we're going to see 1 trillion increase in demand from BlackRock, well, it is probably going to drive the price up much higher than even doubling the price of Bitcoin. So I want you to hear the reasoning why. And, you know, it is really, the fact is the big players were bound to come. And I say better sooner than later. And I want to say welcome, because I do want to make money in this space. All right, have a listen to Cathie.
And then the other reassuring piece of news recently that came out was an agreement yesterday announced between BlackRock and Coinbase. BlackRock could, through its Aladdin Technology Solutions ecosystem, on which $40 trillion worth of assets sit, they wanted a seamless on-ramp into crypto that Coinbase is going to provide. Some of this may have been caused by demand pull, institutions saying, hey, we want to get involved, and they're trying, but the plumbing was just too difficult. Assuming that 2.5% on this $40 trillion platform, that's $1 trillion of demand. Now, it's not that, and that would more than double the crypto, the Bitcoin price right there, if we just assumed it was all done in Bitcoin. So the illiquid supply, according to our estimates, is about 14 million out of the roughly, I think we're into near 19 million, 18 to 19 million Bitcoin outstanding. So illiquid, 14 million. And by our calculations, only 3 million units are truly liquid. So the demand, if we were to see a $1 trillion increase in demand, then it would probably drive the price up much higher than the doubling that I just mentioned.
Now, to finish this video off, just a little bit of community news. I had a wonderful conversation with the Wild Stag Treehouse project. This is an NFT project that is building on the XRPL. I don't have anything to do with this project. It is part of the resolution that I made at the beginning of the year to bring one new project at no charge, just for me to actually practice my editing skills, to Twitter and to the YouTube space, and just highlight different projects that are being built on the XRP ledger. I just love the ledger. And they have an interesting project which is partnered with the One Tree Planted, which is really fantastic. And also they're going to be listed on the onxrp.com website. They have a very active Discord. There's an invitation in the link, and there is a giveaway to an IOU for their NFT. The NFT is going to have some special perks and privileges, and they're building out their business model. Anyways, it was a very enjoyable conversation, and I hope you had a chance to watch it. And then also take a look at this. I have a not so top secret project that I'm working with T-Boone. He, of course, is the XRP community member that does a lot of the merchandise that is built with the titanium. And I've custom ordered from him in the past, and I'm working on a new product offering with him. And yeah, I've got a few surprises up my sleeve for this one. So I want to tell you, this guy has talent, and I think I should be able to bring this project out into the wild, if you will, in the next week or two. And jumping to a little quick fluff, after a year-long clinical trial by the University of Tsukuba, a group of people 60 to 85 years old diagnosed with cognitive decline took part in a trial, and they discovered that matcha, just 2 grams, which was consumed daily in a capsule form, improved their sleep and had improved cognitive function. So this is something you might want to research. I also did notice that the University of San Diego also did a similar study and found some similarities with the improved sleep. So if you are having any trouble sleeping, you might look into consuming a little matcha. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.